Hi guys! In this video, I'm going to tell you how the squash blossom necklace got its name. I'm also going to show you neat photos of these beautiful necklaces in library books that I've checked out. Be sure to stick around to the end of the video and I'm going to tell you how I got my beautiful squash blossom. It's vintage, I love it, and I had to pay tribute to this beautiful piece of jewelry by making this YouTube video for you guys. So stick around. The squash blossom necklace is an iconic Native American Indian design. It consists of three parts: round beads interspersed by squash blossom beads. In a moment, I'm going to show you a photo of an actual squash blossom plant, and you'll see where these neat beads got their name. The third thing it consists of is the Naja pendant at the bottom. When you see a single turquoise stone suspended in the middle of the Naja, that equals the womb. And some say that squash blossom necklaces are known to guarantee fertility. The Navajo were the first to adopt the design around 1870 when metalsmithing was introduced. The story goes that a Mexican craftsman wandering north in the 19th century taught Itzidi Khan, he's a Navajo blacksmith, the rudiments of silversmithing and a few basic designs. Mr. Khan set a solitary turquoise stone in a silver ring around 1880, and that's when Southwest jewelry got started. Here you can see one of the original squash blossom designs worn by one of the first Navajo silversmiths around 1880. I wanted to show you a gorgeous, really old 1920s squash blossom necklace made by the Zuni tribe. They used Morenci turquoise. This is a sought-after turquoise for its brilliant blue color. Morenci turquoise comes from an open-pit copper mine that was operable from 1864 to 1984. Turquoise was the byproduct of this mining. And any Morenci turquoise that you see on the market now was mined before 1984. Morenci is located on the southeast border of New Mexico and Arizona. The original design featured round beads all the way down with the Naja pendant at the bottom, the round beads resembling pearls. The second phase of the design may be the more familiar one when Navajo artists started featuring turquoise in their jewelry. Turquoise is the stone of sky, water, good fortune, blessings, and long life. The Navajo believe that turquoise is potent in matters of the heart. Some say that a piece of the universe comes down from the heavens into the form of turquoise. I think that was really neat. When I was doing research for this video, I just really loved hearing all of the reasons that the Navajo and the Hopi and all of the wonderful tribes that use turquoise in their jewelry. I loved reading all of the purpose of turquoise. Here's a photo of my friend's grandmother's squash blossom necklace. It's Hopi and it's made of coral and turquoise circa 1920. And right here is the Provenance paperwork on the back of the frame. She has it displayed in her living room and it is thought to be purchased in New Mexico. There are two theories on the origins of the squash blossom name. One we've already talked about, and that's where the fluted beads give the squash blossom its name. Yo nemaze disya ji. Translated, that Native American sentence means beads that spread out. The second theory on the origin of the name is some say the Navajo created the design after seeing the pomegranate motif used by the Spanish people when they made contact with the Indians around 1870. The pomegranate was featured on the buttons of the Spanish soldiers' uniforms during the colonization of the Americas by Spain. While the necklace doesn't have a specific ceremonial use, they are worn as a symbol of one's status, wealth, and cultural belonging. The bigger, the better, and that's exactly why I wear mine. The turquoise is a beloved stone that comes from Mother Earth, and the Navajo are fond of saying, "You're not Navajo and you're not Southwest unless you're wearing your turquoise." 400 AD, ancient Mesoamerican influence on Southwest people's jewelry. See how this resembles a Naja? Portrait of a young dancer taken by the famed Native American Indian and Western photographer Edward Curtis. If you don't know who Edward Curtis is, go check out one of his photography books from the library. You'll be captivated by his beautiful photos of the American Southwest. And now I'm going to tell you briefly, I promise I won't go on too long, about the story of how I got my gorgeous squash blossom. Here's my Facebook post searching for a necklace, and here's Jackie's text to me giving me details about the appraisal. I've been wanting to round out my turquoise jewelry collection. You guys can see I love all things turquoise. Here's another squash blossom that I've got. And I decided to randomly post into one of my Facebook groups. And I was thinking, what the heck? Nobody is probably ever going to answer this post. I think I said something like, anyone have an older relative with a squash blossom that they're looking to get rid of? I'm in the market to buy one. Well, incredibly, 3 hours later, a woman named Jackie responded, and she said her grandma gave her this necklace and that it's been sitting in a closet and it's just not her style. She said her grandma bought it at a tourist shop in New Mexico in the 70s and that she thinks it's Navajo. Her grandma also told her a neat story where the tourist buyers originally wanted all of the stones to be identical in color. But then what started happening was that it made it easy for knockoff and fake turquoise to be used. So then the native artists went back to having each stone a slightly different color. And you can see, as in my case, let me see if I can scoot up here. As in my case, each of the stones are a slightly different color. She got it appraised by Ken Letter of the Indian Store in Vista, California. He used this book, Hallmarks of the Southwest, to appraise my necklace. Let me show you. I'm looking up the hallmark for the Navajo artist. His name is Bobby Begay. Can you guys see that right there? Bobby Begay, Sheep Springs, New Mexico, and he's Navajo. So hang on just a minute and I'm going to show you my necklace. I'm going to hold both of these up here for you. Hopefully it'll go kind of smooth. Can you see the BYE and the BYE here? So that validates and that proves that this necklace came from the 70s. It's Navajo and it's by the artist Bobby Begay. Pretty incredible, isn't it? So exciting. I had to pay tribute to this beautiful necklace and show you guys the neat things that I learned in making it. Hang on, a few more minutes to go. Here's the appraisal paperwork that Jackie went and got. You can see right here is Bobby Begay's initials and the validation of that. And then I want to show you that it's in the original box that her grandmother bought it in. So here's my gorgeous necklace. Let's put him aside. Actually, I think it's a her. Put her aside. And then right here, you can see the original cotton. And then what I do when I store it, it sits on my dresser and it goes inside of its little cozy little sleeping bag. And then I put the paperwork right on top. And then that is how I store it, just like that. My necklace dates from the 1970s because Mr. Begay was silversmithing in Navajo jewelry in New Mexico and Arizona during that time, the 70s. This validates our provenance. I loved making this video to pay tribute to my vintage new necklace. Southwest jewelers say that the arms of the Naha equal friendship. Well, my friends, thanks so much for watching my squash blossom video, and until the next one, bye from sunny San Diego. Bye.